8-0 apparently for Happy. Haven't seen them play in quite a while, though. Leon, has he made improvements in the matchup? Can he do what some humans have been able to do recently, at least against 1-2-0? Maybe not against Happy, per se. Gonna find that out right now. Northern Isles, map 1. Here we go. In the upper right, here's Mr. Leon. In the bottom left, of course, Happy going Lich, as always. Leon with the Archmage, probably going to see expansion every game. For Happy, he's got a couple of options. Does he harass? Does he expand? I don't know. I wonder if Leon knows what his choice will be. But Happy does do this weird Lich, Death Knight, Dreadlord 3rd, early double temple play versus human nowadays, which has been very, very interesting to see. Seems like Happy is maybe thinking about an expansion with that Sacrificial Skull. Leon is thinking the same, but they're both going to creep a little bit before they're going towards gold mines. Pause of attack for both. And expansion creep for both. Footman sees it. Oh no, that's a free Footman. Oh, Happy messes up. The first interaction of the series, and Happy makes a mistake. I mean, Leon made a mistake as well, to be fair, but Footman. Don't often see a unit down here. Leon, I think, at least wanted to force a Nova. This is a very weird interaction. Okay. The Footman does eventually die. Bought some time, though. And Leon grabbed his expansion, free of charge. What kind of coffee is Carson drinking today? Well, every day is the same. Maxwell House coffee. Which isn't very good. What you guys should drink is instead exclamation point holy in the chat. Don't buy crappy coffee. Buy some delicious holy, everybody. Archmage is level 3, and this is a gold mine cancel. All right, Leon. Let him cook. 3 ghouls split, though, by Happy. Jesus Wheezes. Does Leon even end up ahead in this exchange? Well, he got a Staff of Teleportation, so yes, he does end up ahead from this exchange. Didn't realize the staff. So really, what, no peasants died there to the ghoul split? And the gold mine was canceled at the cost of, I have to imagine, a couple of footmen. Leon's in a fine position, but Happy has full Mahena and level 3 Lich. We know what that means. That means he's about to right-click the Archmage and spam Novas on it 3 times in a row until it is dead. If I spike, I'll just immediately leave and go Flow TV. Don't want to ruin the game for anyone. Nova on the Archmage. Arcane Tower up, but the repair is denied. Because of the ghoul positioning. That's a lot of dead peasants, and the Archmage is being chased around by an illusion, and here's another Nova. Yep. Pretty simple when you put it that way. Happy. Oh, Footman's around. That could have been a game-saving play for Leon, but man, it looks so good. And all of a sudden, your Archmage is 1 HP, isn't it? And all your peasants are dead. Incredible. The Archmage is dead. And the Lich is almost level 4. Will Leon Tavern rebuy? Yes, but... I mean, he needs a shop too, doesn't he? He's teching... I mean, the tech is quite early for Leon. And he can do some damage over here, but Happy is going to take the opportunity to just kill every peasant all over again. Staff back. Leon's got to be careful soon of the Dark Ritual on a full HP Ghoul into Nova. But for now, that's 2 Acolytes dying, but more Footmen are dying as well. Level 4 Lich, Jesus. Leon is mining with 4 at his main base, and his tier 2 is going to be done soon. So he's up a full tech. Gold mines, 97 and 9k. So actually, is Leon in an all-right position? The issue becomes now the Lich is going to be level 5. And we know what level 5 Lich does to knights, if not heroes. So I wouldn't put Leon ahead, but I would put him in the category of stabilizing. But the shop only now being built. Happy's going to have a lot of Novas. And there's the first of many. And he's just going to start Nova in this Archmage, isn't he? Potion of Healing purchase, though. Oh, the peasants! Oh, my dear lord. Arcane Tower nicely used. Lich could Dark Ritual. Mountain King? On the way. Tier 3, also on the way, but the lumber and the gold not looking too hot for Leon currently. For Happy, halfway to Tier 2 with almost 1k in the bank. And Nova on the peasants. Surprised he didn't Nova the Archmage there, but it had a TP. And Leon just desperately trying to stabilize, but he doesn't even have a blacksmith currently. Or a second barracks, or a workshop. Or even the farms needed to go to 50 supply. And Happy's gonna creep Lich level 5 here. Zeppelin for Happy. Damn. How often do we see Happy do a play like this? Almost never, right? Does he realize the timing of the Mountain King? And he gets the Zeppelin just to make the continued harass very safe? Oh my, what a play. Are you kidding me? Buys the Zeppelin in front of him. Fakes going towards the Expo. Leon now thinks the Zeppelin is hovering here, but instead Happy just doubles back, drops at the shop, and immediately creeps it. That's level 5 Lich and full shop control. Leon does get the lab in the meantime, but very, very cool. Super unintuitive what Happy just did. But Leon wouldn't be ready for it. Shredder. Meat's not on the menu, but iron might be. No, TP back. By the way, insane items for the Lich. Just gets another +6 damage. DK double temple. Tier 3 +1 attack for the Ghoul Slaughterhouse. All the things that we knew would come are coming for Happy right now. For Leon, he's just trying to get any units out. Paladin's on the way. He's got a second barracks coming up. Not a single workshop or a knight in sight. But he might now have the time. With that Shredder and with Happy being a little bit passive. But here comes the Lich again. Leon, counterattack, if you could call it that. Well, imagine a Sapper, actually. That would supply block Happy. We'll at least keep him under 50. Leon, no TP. He's got to be careful. Ooh, these ghouls. Ambitious. Happy. Goldenline might be dying. No. Archmage is actually going to be the one dying. Unless he... I guess he could sacrifice the MK. Oh, no, he can double... He has double staff. Never mind. He's fine. He's fine. He's fine. I was freaking out for no reason. He doesn't even need to use the double staff. Leon needs the shredder to be working. Look at the lumber. PK's got to get some creeping done, though, for Happy. Banshees, ghouls, acolytes, everything in production. Tier 3, does he go Dreadlord at Tier 3? He does, doesn't he? Mountain King gets an Onk, and Happy. Pull that Lich away. Yes, he is going to pull the Lich away. That's going to be DK 2.4. Flying Machine's going to kill the Zeppelin. It didn't really do too much, but it was still cool to see. And yeah, this Dreadlord third. As so far ahead in tech, Happy got his gold mine canceled. And also pulled 3 ghouls while getting the gold mine canceled to do a split attack on the Expo. So he was very aggressive with the ghouls. Happy with Master Banshees on the way. Leon trying to creep up. He's got lots of gold. But he's going to need to invest that, yeah, I was going to say into frag shards and mortar teams. But he needs a second workshop. Leon needs, pretty much just needs farms. He's got the lumber. He's going to be able to build the second workshop soon, which he is doing right now. He's getting his creeping done. Leon just needs farms, and he needs to start pumping units. But honestly, as I say it, does he need Sanctums as well? Does he need to get some breakers out? I don't think he can go pure Knights at this stage, right? With already Banshees with tons of mana and Master Training on the field. That's the thing about going Banshees so early like Happy does, is they have full mana already. Leon almost 433. If he can get 433, that's game-winning hero levels. Happy's already got his game-winning hero levels, which is level 5 Lich, level 3 DK. First Banshee dies. Leon gonna force a TP. Happy takes the red camp before TPing, though. He's not too worried currently. Khadgar's, Jesus Christ. Leon TP's out before anything gets stolen away from him. Leon does get a look at the army, though, so he knows the Banshee count. Important to know. And he knows there's no Destros and not even a third statue, so he knows he could overproduce mortar teams even. And he'd probably be safe to do so. Now getting an Arcane Sanctum for breakers, I'd have to imagine. Mountain King gets 3, Paladin very close to 3. Ooh, if he gets this lab, Leon, would be good, but Happy not looking to let that happen. Supply is even. Shredder, what are you doing? Not giving you too much lumber. Bolt it, TP out, I don't care, just get your Paladin 3. No TP for Leon. Oh no, his knights are all stolen. They're all gone. Staff out on one, steel on another. Archmage dead. Well, he might have not stolen the knights, but he did win game 1, it seems like. Happy. Damn, Leon didn't rebuy the TP because he didn't have a shop at home. Now the Paladin's surrounded. Okay, staff out. So 1 knight stolen and the Archmage dead. That's all that happened here, but more is being lost for Leon. Now the Mountain King will die as well. He's got an Onk. Happy will have to hold the door. Knight's falling. And that is going to be that, I'm afraid, for game 1. Not a bad game for Leon, but Happy is happy at the end of the day. Happy just, or Leon just need a little bit more time and need to not get creep jacked so horribly there. If he had a couple more minutes, we would have had at least a normal end of the game, a normal fight. That is the 1-0. Autumn leaves. That'd be map number 2. And Buckcrumbs, thank you for gifting a sub to Duck, aka Constrive. Appreciate you. And also gifting another sub to Tricks Factory at 669 subs, and gifting another sub to Rick McD. Buckcrumbs, thank you. That's like, oh, and another sub to Trixons. That's like 15 subs today, my mans. And another one to CORSAIR one. Jesus. Jesus a Weezus. Buckcrumbs. Much appreciated, my man. Much appreciated. This time around to all people in chat. Given to the people. Given to you people. And now I will also give to you people. Game number 2. On Autumn Leaves. Leon. Doesn't look too bad. But Happy just sets himself up so well for the mid-game. For the late mid-game, let's call it. Once he's got his Tri-Hero, his level 5 Lich, his Master Banshees, the late mid-game. He sets himself up so well that it seems nearly impossible for the humans to win. But Leon, you get a map. It all starts with one map. That's how everyone beat Happy. They won one game, and then they won another. And then sometimes they won another. Here's game 2. Leon, bottom left, Happy, upper right. Would have to imagine the same builds from both players. Here's the Lich, and here's the Archmage. Same idea as last. Oh, Buckcrumbs, dear Buckcrumbs, though your name may cause... Wait. Though your name may cause some hums, your heart is pure and generous, and your kindness is quite wondrous. You give and give without a thought to a streamer who you think is hot. Your donations bring them so much joy, and their gratitude they do deploy. Your heart is big. Your spirit is bright. And though your name may cause some sight, oh, some slight, your generosity shines so bright, a beacon for all day and night. So here's to you, dear Buckcrumbs. Your kindness continue. Chat kept auto-scrolling when I was trying to read that. Very frustrating. Shout out to Buckcrumbs. Claws of Attack. For Leon. For Happy. I mentioned in the beginning of the last game, he sometimes harasses. Sometimes he protect his expansion, and sometimes he attack the human. And in this case, he attack. Will Leon just say, I'll play one base if you want to play one base? I don't care. I don't think so, because then Happy gets Lich 5, and he kills all your rifle casters. Lucas, thank you for the 24 months. He says, love you, Carson. Please, can you tell us how Happy pulled the first enemy creep with the Scout Acolyte? Thanks. Yes, Happy does that via using the Acolyte. He puts it close to the creeps, and then he unsummons any building. Typically his crypt, I think. Depending on what angle he wants to pull the creeps in. So you move the Acolyte close to the creep camp, say this one. You select your Acolyte, you go back to your base, unsummon the crypt, and then the creeps will chase the unsummoning unit. Or in the case of other races, you can repair with your worker. Like that's what Orc does. They repair a building. So they attack one of their buildings with a peon, and then they repair it. And that will do the same thing. I imagine Undead can probably repair as well, but it's easier just to unsummon. But honestly, I think Undeads, if they could repair, should maybe start doing it, because the amount of times I've seen even Happy accidentally unsummon his crypt just means you should just attack your crypt with a ghoul once and repair it instead. Leon does want to expand, but Happy not giving him an inch. And he's taking a mile. And by a mile, I mean the tech lead. He's nearly Halls of the Dead completed in another 40 seconds. But Militia make their way to the center gold mine. Nova on the Archmage. And this Ogre is what Happy is going to be aiming for, if not the Archmage kill. Trapper's killed first. Archmage gets level 2. Lich. Half HP. And Leon's goal is to pressure the Lich away from the Ogre Magi, so it cannot be Nova'd, but Happy always finds a way, and he gets it. And the Skeleton's pressuring. There is a something on the ground. I can't click it. Ooh, Mantle. Candy. Not bad for Leon. As long as he doesn't lose his Archmage to the next Nova. Because the Ogre Magi loss was unfortunate. If he had gotten the Ogre Magi himself, it would have been a really good early game for Leon, but... Wow, he techs and expands. He's hoping to not lose any peasants. He realizes, I gotta risk it. Leon goes on the aggressive, but there's a Nova. And that's the end of this harass. Oh, unless the Archmage has so much bonus damage. Plus 11 right now, and TP auto attack kills the Lich. Love to see it. Where's the shop being built? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, Leon. Love to see it. Archmage has such sick items. Here come the ghouls. Archmage is stuck at the base. See, because the Archmage, even though he's super low, would have been very useful here because he could just auto-attack from a distance. And the ghouls are never going to be able to kill him. And as mentioned, this was a risk from Leon. He's teching while building this, so he can't replace the peasants. 2 ghouls are going to go down. But that's well worth it for Happy. The Archmage is back out, and Leon has no lumber peasants anymore. He's got 111 lumber, so we can finish power building this and then buy a shredder instantly. That's what Leon has to do. That's the only play now. He can't get to tier 2 and then build 11 peasants. That's just not going to work. He needs to buy a shredder right now. Shredder Zeppelin. He can't afford the Zeppelin, though. Footmen going to the main base. They could surround the statue. Hey, Leon. Get the shredder. Get the shredder now. Leon sacrificing a bunch of footmen just to try to stabilize here. Should try to just get out with all of them, though, if he can. I think he's about enough time. Buy the shredder. Do it, Leon. You're not going to stay on tier 2 and just build 10 peasants. Come on. You got to get a shredder. Get a shredder, insta tier 3. That's all you can do right now. Mountain King on the way. He's building a blacksmith too. Oh my god. He's actually going to try to get the peasant count up. Statue. Ooh, ensnared. Wait a second. Can the water elemental get some auto attacks in? Just barely squeaks away. Archmage has boots, so he's safe for now. You know, if the lumber economy just wasn't so screwed up for Leon, he'd be in a decent position right now. The Lich is not anywhere near level 3. Still building peasants. Lich has a Nova. Gotta be careful. Foil though on the footman though. Not on the Archmage, and there's a destroyer. No workshops. Blacksmith only now finishing. Leon's still out of lumber. Stormbolt finds a kill. Does Happy want to push without Lich level 3 is the question. Leon trying to get an Arcane Sanctum. Is he going Rifle Caster? I guess that's his only option, right? Archmage has to get back and heal. Leon trying to pump out some units. He's got the gold. Doesn't have the lumber still. But Happy not with the biggest of armies. Lost a lot of ghouls in the early game. In fact, he only has one ghoul at home? Jesus. Happy. Is your lumber not going to be a problem? Apparently not. He's got Frenzy and Destro upgrade. Happy gets an Ankh. Nova secures the level 2 on the Archmage. Oh, wait a second. Lich coiled. Leon with a fighting chance, especially with that Lich getting quite low. Dude, the claws are helping out so much. Ankh passed over. Statue goes down. It forces the Ankh, TP's away. Leon doing a lot of good things here. I just would have liked to see that Shredder is all. That's the only thing I would like to have changed. Get everything else. I get every other move. Not getting the Shredder right at daytime. That's the only play I question. After getting both middle camps, Lich is exposed. If the DK does not get level 3, Leon's going to continuously find kills. He coils the Fiend just to lose it still. Nova on the Rifleman, though. Big damage now from this Lich, especially with that orb in hand. 2 Riflemen will fall. Oh, 1 actually falls. Focus instead turns to the Archmage, who might need to TP again. But the Death Knight has only 1 level 1 coil. Leon goes tier 3 now. Better late than never. It is a necessary tool to defeat undead, but this doesn't have the fighting army currently, and TP forced. Happy continues to pressure Leon away from the creep camps and gobbles up the whole map. Priest is here just in time. Leon needs to keep pumping out those rifles. Happy, did he replace any of his ghouls? Still 1 on lumber. But Happy. Not going Banshees this time, so I guess he doesn't care. Eventually he's going to have to build some more ghouls, I'd have to imagine. Workshop now coming up. And second barracks, so the transition is underway. Won't be building Riflemen forever. Priest caught out of position. Will die. Leon just runs away. Happy. Not pushing. He's just taking away creep camps and picking off units. Doesn't care about breaking the expansion, which he could do. He could break the expo. But Leon with 1,400 gold. And tier 3 is going to be done. He's got 2 barracks. Got 2 barracks, I suppose. Leon. Without a TP, though. He could pump out an army. Worthy of Mordor. But does he have the time? Vader mana. Paladin on the way. Knights on the way. And some flying machines will soon be underway. But 2 lumber. 2 lumber. And the expo is not defendable. Leon buys a TP, but how do you defend? How do you defend? Maybe the first night Would be enough, but I don't even think he has time to run over here. So he's just going to keep creeping, try to get MK3. Hopefully, the 1200 gold bank was enough. It doesn't seem like it was, though. He's only going to be even supply with Happy, which the hero levels for Happy are going to be out of control soon, too. That Lich gets 4. Once that Dark Ranger gets 3. And he's going to get a ton of XP off these peasants right now. Leon has to defend. DP back. MK did not get 3, but he did get the item from the bottom right. Parry up. $49.49. Leon supply blocked, apparently, after losing that town hall and the farms. Happy probably eyeing up the red camp, but Leon gets the more valuable side of the map with Happy going to the right. Surprised this is quite an oversight from Happy to not pressure Leon, because now Leon has bam, 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 bam. If they go into a creeping game, Leon would end up at 4-3-3. Maybe Happy realizes now. Leaves just long enough for Leon to go to a creep camp. Golden, thank you for the 16 months. How you doing, man? Says, thank you for your amazing content. How's your album going, Carson? Good. 7 tunes. We should release a 3rd soon. We're going back into the studio at the end of the month. I think we're just going to keep releasing singles for now. Our first song got to 30,000 on Spotify like a week ago. It's probably at like 30, 33, 34 now, which feels pretty good. I haven't checked it in about a week, though. Happy up 19 supply. All the peasants are dead. This game, I'm afraid, is over. There's nothing to be done here. Yeah, the Shredder, that was the biggest mistake for Leon. He played a really, really good game. He just needed to get that Shredder. That's it. Let's get the Shredder. You can tack on 3 lumber peasants if you just have the Shredder. Why 3? Because then you can build workshop, blacksmith, and then a second barracks on your way. And you still have peasants for farms, and if you need to rebuild any, say you lose a couple, you can build it at your town hall, but you're going to have all the lumber you need from that Shredder, and we saw Leon with a ton of gold bank the whole game, but still even at this state, he's got 2 lumber right now. Leon trying to counterattack. He always plays to the last unit, Leon, when he plays Happy, which I respect. Not a lot of people do that, but this game's over. Leon may be one of the few players in Europe that believes he can beat Happy. At least he plays as though he can. But even if he got the Dark Ranger kill, it's double the supply for Happy. GG, well played, called, and 2-0, Mr. Hapaj. Leon, so close yet so far away, wasn't he? Keeps having these good early games, and in the case of that game, it was a better mid game than Northern Isles. Field Hill will be map number 3, and Leon's final chance to take a map. We're gonna see. Gonna be able to do it right now. Dirter Burr. Thank you for the 17 months. Appreciate you. Nice name. Dirter Burr. Yeah, that is Dirter Burr. That is your name. Thank you. Or Dirter Bear, perhaps. Here's game 3. Sealed Hill. Upper right here is Happy. Bottom left, Leon. Would have to imagine going to be Lich against Archmage again. And Old Fisty. What's up, dude? How you doing? Thank you for the 19 months. Says, enjoy watching you play Cass the other day. I hope we can see more of your matches in the future. Thanks for content. Thank you. Glad you enjoyed it. Might be playing some matches today. Possibly. Possibly. And also, thank you to Decline. 5 months. It would be just decline, but it's a K, so it's decline. Maybe with the primer. Archmage. And Lich, yet again. Concealed Hill. Could this be the map where Happy's harass finally goes as planned? The last 2 games, honestly. The Ghoul split on Northern Isles, and then the Lich harass. The initial Lich harass. Didn't go perfectly for Happy, although he did get the Ogre Magi and Autumn Leaves. But on a map like Concealed Hill, we know. We know it has GG'd many humans before Leon. We'll see. And for that reason, I wouldn't be surprised if Happy again went aggressive, as opposed to counter-expanding. We're going to know that right now, though. And yes, it seems like it will be eventually harassed, but for now he creeps. "77 weekly cups. Has there been a single one Happy attended and didn't win?" There's been a few because Happy played off race. When Happy played Undead, no, he has not lost a cup. But when he played off race, he played human for a while. He played random for a while. There's even some cups where he got eliminated, I believe, in the quarterfinals. For whom the bell trolls. What's up, dude? Think of it 18 months. Says, Lich unlives matter. Rooting for Leon. To hopefully get some nice items. Kill that Lich a couple more times this game. Which will be level 2, though. And Leon waiting for nighttime. 5 farms, even. I have to imagine that's not too unstandard on this map. Waiting for nighttime before creeping the expansion. That just shows how difficult the expo is on Concealed Hill. That you need to wait for the creeps to be asleep to pre-position your militia. Happy buys the circlet there. And this is very, very late for Leon now. Generally, you're calling militia as nighttime hits and then creeping it, but Leon, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, I believe, peasants in the main base now. And Happy halfway to tier 2. Happy is going to be tier 2 by the time Leon's expansion is up. Here they come. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 peasants. Happy's right here with 2 Novas locked and loaded. But Leon has one goal only. Get this expansion crept. And hopefully don't give up every last hit to Happy. Oh, he did. He lost 1 cup for Soen at Rara Land. No, wasn't he playing random at Rara Land still? I think he was, Neo. I don't think he played Undead at Rara Land when he played the weekly cup. So 5 peasants are remaining of the 7 that were called. The footman count, I didn't even know how many he had initially. 1 more Nova. Oh, that could hurt. Does hurt. Kills a footman, kills a peasant. Level 3 Lich. Denied, but a little bit too late. And tier 2 is done. I said tier 2 is going to be done before the town hall was finished, but the town hall's not even started. And as I said, this expansion has GG'd many humans before, and Happy could be winning right off this harass. If he had a ghoul here, he could Dark Ritual and literally force a TP with just a Lich. Leon, Boots of Speed for both. He needs like 6 auto attacks to kill the Lich, though. There's no way, Jose, I'm afraid. Okay, Town Hall's up. Leon's got to be careful. Oh, no. Oh, God, there's a TP. Maybe he wasn't expecting the attack to be done just yet. Why would he start the camp? Because he has to. You can't wait forever to creep it. And Happy's not going anywhere. He's not going to engage until you engage the creeps. That's the difficulty of this map. And GG, well played is called, and indeed it was well played. A really nice try to Leon. Like I said earlier, I do respect the fact that he always tries to the last unit, if he can, to try to beat Happy. But today it was too difficult. But the 3-0 is the reality, as always. Oh, where's the map? There we go. There it is. Carson's right, I apologize. Yes! 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 One thing left to do is vote for the maps today, everybody. Now, currently there are 7 maps in the pool. You guys, yes, you, I'm talking to you, have the opportunity to vote for 3 maps you want to see removed from the map pool. Currently, the map pool is Autumn Leaves, Concealed Hill, Last Refuge, Eversong, Northern Isles, Springtime, Echo Isles 2.0. I'm going to post a straw poll in the chat right now. Click it. It's in the chat right now. Look in your chat right now and click the link to the straw poll. You can vote for 3 maps to be removed from the pool, and then we'll randomize a wheel. It will add 3 maps into the map pool. Okay, you guys get it? Waiting to not spoil the game. And then we will start voting. Do 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 do, boom 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 boom, but up, boom, bam do do do. Now Neil was saying Metallica wasn't that good last weekend, but that song is hella good. All right, give you guys about 4 minutes to vote. You guys still have till half past the hour, so 1:30 my time, probably 10:30 a lot of your guys' times. Or is it 9? Is it summertime for Europe? I don't know. All right. So, last time I had to refresh every time to see if people were voting for the straw poll, which I might have to do again today, which is annoying. Very, very. Yes, it seems like I do have to do that. But that's all right. Here's current results. Dum 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 dum. I'm gonna refresh one more time. You guys have, by the time you hear this, about another minute to vote. I'll post it in the chat a couple more times for you. Last Refuge, Concealed, and Eversong being voted out. We could end up with a perfect map pool. I won't tell you guys what to vote, where we could have a perfect map pool, but good. Good. Chat's going buck wild right now. Jesus. Just vote in the poll, guys. Just vote in the poll, okay? Here's the current state of the poll. LRCHNI. Jesus, Oasis. Bam, 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 bam. Refreshing. You guys have no more time by the time you hear this, because I am from the future. I'm from the, or am I from the past? Yeah, because I'm from the past. That's right. I'm 90 seconds in. Truly. By the time that clock hits 30, voting is over. LRCHES seem to be what you guys want out. And it is 1:30. That's it. I'm going to refresh it one more time and show you guys the result. So the result is Last Refuge, Concealed Hill, and Eversong are out. So minus LR, minus CH, and minus ES. Okay, and now I will spin the wheel. I should get some in-game music. What am I doing? I need to leave this. There we go. And we have 5 maps remaining in the pool. Hammerfall, Melting Valley, Tidehunter, Shallow Grave, and Twisted Meadows. And I will spin the wheel 3 times. First map to be added for Wednesday and Friday's Cup is TM. Not bad. Second is Melting Valley. Interesting. It's a macro map pool, everybody. And the third map. Oh, it's a very macro map pool. Shallow Grave. The 3 macro maps. The macroist maps. Twisted Meadows, Melting Valley, and Shallow Grave be added in. So our pool is as followed. Autumn Leaves, Melting Valley, Twisted Meadows, Shallow Grave, Northern Isles, Springtime, Echo Isles. Boom. That's it. I will see you guys on this channel again on Wednesday. Right? Wednesday. Don't think there's anything this weekend on this channel, but there is plenty of other casts from Mr. Neo and Mr. Remo, of course, as always, at the night times. Night times for me. Probably morning for a lot of you guys. We have over on backtowarcraft.com where you can check the schedule. This week coming up, Joe Cup 120 versus Infi, which is later tonight, Saturday. Yeah, I know it's Friday right now, but this will be in about 14 hours and 26 minutes. Everybody. Very, very good series. Best of 7. I don't remember what it was last night. It was 120. Oh, 120 versus Moon, of course, last night. And then after that, the winner will play Colorful on Sunday. So plenty of good games this weekend. And I'm sure Neil will be doing some ladder streams or something like that. Maybe my Fountain of Mana League match tomorrow, Neil. I play versus Phil Boys. And possibly against Poncho, the guy that didn't show up last week. 2 Night Elves. Possibly. Maybe that. Maybe that. But that is our schedule, which will be Neo, apparently, for the Saturday and Sunday. If you want to see how you can support the stream, you can go to backtowarcraft.com/support. That'll bring you here. We have a Patreon, patreon.com/backtowarcraft. You can give us a Twitch sub, like plenty of you did today. Shout out Clan Shieldplaid. Shout out Buttcrumbs and everyone else that subbed. We almost made it from 1,800 to 2,000 a day, so appreciate you guys for that. Let me give this a refresh and see. Yeah, we're pretty close there. Pretty close. Thank you guys. Very kind, very kind. Also, YouTube memberships. That's like a Twitch sub that's on YouTube. Direct donations, crypto donations, merchandise, or support our lovely sponsors because they support us and they keep this whole thing running. Exclamation point, Holy, Huel, or Opera in the chat. I don't believe the bot's working right now, but it should be working soon. Still try it out regardless, and still check them out regardless. Go to our website, click on the links, use our coupon codes. Good stuff. And with that, I will see you guys back here on Wednesday, or if you want to check me out on my channel, twitch.tv/CarsonNN. I've been playing a lot of ladder. I've been losing a lot of games. It's been very, very sad, but it's not about the games that you win or lose. It's about the things you learn and how to improve. For me, at least. For some people, they just like going tinker first and doing that every ladder game, and they don't care who wins. What time? Maybe around this time? Around this time tomorrow? Yeah, probably around this time tomorrow. Maybe 1 PST? 10 CET? We can do this in DMs though, Neil. We're good. If you want. But regardless, I will see you guys soon. Have a good weekend. Treat yourselves, you know? Get some Dairy Queen. Like a mushroom Swiss burger and a blizzard or something. Very delicious. All right? Treat yourselves. Treat yourselves to something succulent and sweet. But I won't order McDonald's tonight, I promise. I do have leftovers in the fridge that I cooked myself, and I did not order food yesterday, and I refuse to order food tonight, even though I might be tempted to. Regardless, pray for me to go to the gym and to get groceries this weekend and to do laundry. If I don't do all three of those things by Wednesday, I will shave my head. And I will see you guys then as well. Good weekend.